Happy Monday, y'all. It's just Rhonda. We just here to get into this latest episode of Ready to Love, Season 9, 10, Episode 8. It's time to meet the exes. So the ladies are all down to the lounge. Tommy up here acting a fool, yuck yuck dancing across the floor. How come you can't just walk in there and sit down, Tommy? Do we really need all of that? Not really. It's unnecessary. Girls are like, hey, Tommy. We don't need that either. Anyway, it's time to meet the exes. He's sending these ladies out to go get their ex. The ex is going to come back and they're going to pick their top picks and they're going to all sit down at a table together and discuss why I think my ex should have any say so whatsoever in the decisions I make when I move forward. Great idea. Who came up with that? I don't give a damn what my ex think about what I'm doing right now. I don't give a shit what he's doing too. Would I go on a show to tell some new chick how wonderful he is? No, not doing that. Anyway, Patrice seems to have a pleasant relationship with her ex. Some people have that. I'm not saying my situation is unpleasant necessarily. Her ex Joe had no problems coming over here, and he was like, so why am I here? As if he didn't know why he was there. And she's like, I'm like Stella over here trying to get my groove back. Well, Patrice, Stella had to send that man back to his mama's house. So be very aware of that while you're trying to go down to the bridge with Alonzo. But that being said, I changed my mind. Wendy Williams says I'm allowed to do that. I no longer think William is the best fit. I don't see William fitting in with anyone. William has 2 ex-wives and 3 children. And that's just the beginning of what William may have going on over in his situation. Anyway, Alonzo comes in with the same Alonzo energy that he always has. And then he did get his hair done, so I'm not going to complain about his hair. I'm not sure about the way he's styling it, but I'm going to let that man live. I appreciate that he went and got it done. Because it ain't been done up until, episode 8. Anyway, William comes in, he's irritated. He doesn't see why he has to keep having these dates with Patrice and other people. He's just over it. Really? Have you watched the show? Because that's how it goes. I mean, I suppose y'all could have dated outside of what production have told y'all that y'all can do. Ask LaRon. Him and Coach Shea was having a whole relationship outside the show. Now, I'm not gossiping. That's what he said. I ain't heard her say nothing. People leave the show and do interviews, and then, some don't have anything to say. LaRon did an interview, but he's still on the show. So I didn't do a conversation continues because he's still on the show. And the other 2, Jonathan Lamar, what do you really want me to say? Wasn't nothing to be said about that. Anyway, did I even finish it? I suppose. There was a lot going on over there. I feel like if you want to see what they said after the show, it was a whole lot of the same thing they said on the show, which is not much, but I digress. X went straight into the questions. Well, would y'all have a problem with her having a friendship, with an ex? And Alonzo's like, I'm not insecure. I'm not like that. I believe him. I believe that Alonzo is very comfortable with himself. He doesn't come across insecure. He's like, I'm a quirky guy, and you're either going to like that or not like it. And we haven't seen a whole much. We haven't seen a whole lot of charm. I haven't. I'm not going to speak for y'all. I'm going to speak for me. I don't find him to be that charming. But Patrice does. And so this is not about me. This is about her. William says that he's not a jealous person. They've discussed it, apparently. We've had this conversation. I'm not a jealous guy. And she was like, "You're protective." Yeah, I'm protective. Like, I want to make sure she's safe. And I was like, "Oh, that is not a red flag. That's a whole ring the alarm, ring the alarm." Because protective translates into controlling. I'm just saying, it don't sound right. I've heard it before. It's controlling. That's what that means. Believe me if you want to, well, don't believe me if you don't want to, but trust and believe that's what that means. He already irritated. See the sweet guy, where he at? Where's this one that be smiling and stuff all the time? Did he smile? I don't remember. Was he funny? Haven't seen it. Patrice, don't let him near your couch. I'm just saying. The ex then asked them, "What is it that you don't like about her?" I was like, "Oh, good question." Alonzo, he mumbled over something that he couldn't figure out, talking about she catches you off guard. Whatever he said, he turned it into a compliment. I don't think Alonzo has spent any time thinking about what he doesn't like about Patrice because he likes Patrice for real. I think they do like entertain each other for whatever reason. And so he ain't got to they've only been there for a minute. He hasn't got to the things that he doesn't like. He's really only focused on the things that he does like. William, on the other hand, says he doesn't like the way she goes tanning. And her ex is like, "What do you mean? Like the thing that you don't like about her is things that she does for herself?" And he's like, "Well, no, I was adopted. So we know you're adopted, and so you're somehow projecting that you didn't feel good enough, so you don't want her to be." That was a good story. It's called protective controlling. That's what it is. That's what it is. Say what you want, William. I feel like, I don't know. I want you to get voted out. I'm tired of you. I thought I wanted Alonzo to go, but I think I want you to go more. Her ex asked her the same question. "What is it that you don't like about these guys?" She's like, "This guy right here, he's silly all the damn time. I would like to know if there's a serious bone in his body. Like, I like to laugh, but is there an adult in there?" Patrice, no, there's not. He showed up on a skateboard. He had a bonnet on at the pajama party. He came to be silly. That's what he came for. So don't look for an adult over there. That's not what you got. But it's better than angry ass William over here who needs to take a check out every time he gets mad. And he said they've discussed that. So, I mean, did y'all get to angry? Have you seen him angry? How many weeks have you known each other? I don't feel like you should be angry. How long is this? 3, 4 weeks? I'm just saying. Y'all don't even see each other like that. But the conversation came up. Maybe y'all be asking that. How do you act when you're mad? When I'm mad, I act mad. That's how I act. And depending on the levels to it, I've been known to toss a glass or something. Not at anyone. That's my toxic trait. I mean, in the end, her ex says that he thinks that she should choose William because William is grown. He is grown, but he's also protective, controlling, doesn't really like know what he wants to do. You could have asked some more questions, Joe. Those were good questions, but I think they're specifics. Alonzo too. Like, Alonzo is young. He's an insurance adjuster, which, I mean, I feel like that's probably a good enough job, but it doesn't sound like a career path for somebody who seems to be so free spirited. So I feel like Alonzo has probably got a good job, but still trying to discover what it is. Like, she over there, like, I got my business, I drive my thing, she's got, she's established, but she's a little bit older than him. So, she's got children, he doesn't have any. Y'all talking about having babies out here at 40, I guess. if you want to, or even can. I'm just saying. That's just the way Mother Nature does us. Anyway, like I said, her ex said, William, I guess, I mean, this is why my ex wouldn't have any say so, because I need more time to figure that out. But he is an adult. We'll give him that. Now, Mika has a little side meeting with Tommy. I notice how Tommy always caters to the girls that's got the best body. Now, these are all very nicely shaped women, but Mika stands out a little bit. Just like last season, he hey Lee, hey Lee. Every time Lee came in the room, he gave it, hey Lee, and then hello ladies, like the rest of y'all. I'm no offense, but I just felt like he was giving Lee some different kind of energy than he was giving everybody else. And the same thing with Mika. So now she doesn't have an ex. I didn't see him down there trying to stand in for Jeffrey. He just sent her over there beating the bulls by herself. Now, Jeffrey was annoying for different reasons. Anyway, Mika goes down here to tell him she doesn't have any exes that are willing to come. And I told you, I don't think that's a problem. You can do like Vanessa did and bring your coworker's friend, but a coworker's son. Anyway, Tommy says he's gonna fill in for her. He's gonna take over where her exes, fell short. And he's gonna ask these guys the hard questions. Meanwhile, Vanessa's over here having a date with Dominique and Chaz. We know she was going to bring Chaz. And, last week we find out that Dominique was somewhere trying to be down in her DMs at 3:00 in the morning. So she brings her coworker's son. And we're going to pretend like he used to be her boyfriend. I'd rather bring nobody. That is just a waste of time. Like her coworker's son that you went out with a few times because you didn't want to hurt the lady's feelings. Because she was over here talking about, I want you to meet my son. And you were like, all right. And then you met him and you were like, oh shit. Now I have to, how do I not? And y'all are over here like, well, we realized that it wasn't going to be a thing. So we just parted ways. And Dominique saw, yeah, how did you do that? Be intimate and, be friends. It was so easy because we weren't intimate. We went on a few dates just to make his mother feel comfortable. Honestly, there's not a lot going on over here. I mean, Vanessa likes Chaz for now. And Chaz is over there playing, I don't know, cheesy Chaz. He brought her flowers. Feel like Chaz is a plug and play just like Alexa. He just, wherever you put him, he just do however it go. Just smiling, talking about, I can see a future with us. He said that every time. Chazzy. Okay, Chazzy. I said from the very first, when I first met Chaz, I said, he seemed like a nice guy, but something is telling me it's not true. He said, I have everything. I have everything I need. Then why aren't you making any sense? Now, Maya invites Justin and William. And I'm curious how things would have went had LeBron been on this date. Maya, what do your ex do? I'm just saying, because he looked like he smoked a lot of blunts. He looked like he smoked sticks of dynamite. Playboy Justin came in there, sat down, and he shook the man's hand, asked this guy, so yeah, what do I need to know about her? And this guy says, well, she's spoiled. Is she? Or was you leading with your pockets? And is she spoiled because she not likes nice things? Like, I want to understand what that means. Is she spoiled? Just curious. That's the idea, isn't it? Y'all should be spoiling each other. So what's the problem? Or is it a problem? Are you just trying to like let him know? Playboy Justin, do you know how to spoil somebody? You know it ain't gonna come from your pockets because you a PE teacher and you be mad that people say that, like, I mean, I guess I'm not really seeing you be mad, but I feel like in this conversation, your income was making you feel some type of way that you brought it up because this man called yourself humble living. He said, did you ask Maya how she feel about humble living? Don't worry about it, Justin. I got this one. Ex-boyfriend, you are her ex-boyfriend. You seem like you probably was over here trying to spoil the girl and she enjoyed it. Playboy Justin don't look like he smokes sticks of dynamite, so he probably don't have to worry about his pockets so much in order to get to where he's trying to get to. And he's trying to get to friends with benefits, Maya. But isn't everybody? I'm just saying. I mean, it is what it is, Maya. Maybe you want to give him your benefits. I wouldn't. I feel like he's used to that. That's why he comes with a label. Comes with a label. It's right on his ear. Move along accordingly. Pay attention to the signs. Justin said he makes under 100,000. Way under 100,000, Justin. I've been a teacher before, and you probably make under $50,000 if you want to be telling the truth. When I was a teacher, I had to have a second job. What are you doing? William's like, well, I'm not rich. I'm a military vet and I have other sources of income. What is your other source of income? Comedy? Because you're a comedian that needs a woman that's going to support his career? Let's not act like William doesn't have not two ex-girlfriends, but two ex-wives. He has been married 2 times and he's 35 or something. I mean, 2 wives, 3 children, and a military pension. You ain't making no more than Justin. Hell, he said he got a steady living too. He's not a bum. William. Then he makes a joke about not being able to borrow money from Maya. Was that it? Was that you being funny? Because that shit ain't funny. No, you can't borrow her money. I guess the dude sees William as less of a threat. Because Playboy Justin, takes one to know one, I suppose. So he looking at Justin looking at him. William is not the better option. Plus, he's protective. And you know what that's code for. I'm not sure why William is even over here fooling with Maya. You know you ain't. Why is you trying to bring this young girl with no kids over here to do what? Hang out at the gym and play basketball with you? Sit on the couch? Now, Rashina introduces her ex to Chaz. Why? Where's Justin? Justin been your number one this whole time. Chaz is. I question somebody that's on everybody's number one list, not too, Chaz. What you got going on, Chaz? Ooh, you worse than I thought you were. Anyway, I don't know that Rashina's ex was asking any question. He was sitting there with his gold on the bottom. He got a tattoo on his neck. He's got a glittery shirt on, talking about he's glad she don't date hood street dudes. And I'm like, I'm not saying you a street dude, but based on your appearance, you look like one. That's not me judging. That's me being observing. Now, maybe Justin is not here for two reasons. He was on that couch real close to Mika, and we're not gonna be on no date with me and somebody else, and you leaned into her like that. But now that I think about it, Justin's friend is very similar to her ex. So maybe she was over there around to Justin's friend's house, who also was very light skinned with gold bottoms. Rashina got a type. It ain't even Chaz. Chaz, she's like, I don't see it, child. Based on what I see her ex-husband, children's father, he seems different than you, Chaz. I'm just saying. Chaz says his favorite thing about Rashina is when they lose communication with each other, but then when they communicate and get back in touch with each other, it's like they never stopped. How far did you have to reach for that one? That sounds crazy, Chaz. My favorite thing is when we break communication. That means we're not talking. That's your favorite part? Well, then keep on talking somewhere else. I mean, her ex, he wasn't even asking no questions. He didn't care. He came there to eat the food and he was tearing that food up. He said, this shit is funny to me. And he sat there and watched them go back and forth. He did say she liked to argue, and she said she liked to get her point across. And I feel like, yeah. And until I get my point across, then the subject is not closed. Anyway, there's no connection over here. So we just, I don't know, trying to wrap it up. We just watching Chaz and Playboy Justin go on a whole hell of a bunch of dates. Here go Mika down to the place with Justin and LaRon. When did that happen? When did LaRon become one of your I thought you liked Chaz's shoulders. Y'all were just like, Chaz can't go on a date with everybody. Oh, yes, he can, and I bet you he do. Huh. And I didn't see nobody with no halter top this week. Well, you know, Tommy has to stand in for Mika not having a ex to come in. So he asked these guys, like, how do you handle it when you get into an argument? Justin said he likes to resolve arguments. He's not going to work angry. So if we got to fight in the morning, then we're going to resolve it, even if I have to like be late for work. I mean, first of all, Justin, it's PE. So you don't have to be there first thing in the morning. Second of all, I agree with that. I appreciate that. And at least let's get to a point where the day is not like consumed with us trying to carry this shit around. LaRon wants to check your temperature and send you a text. What's the text gonna say, LaRon? What you doing? WYD? No, don't do that. Don't ask me what I'm doing. What I'm doing is being angry, because that's what we were before I left the house. Checking my temperature. Oh, it's on hot. That's what my temperature is. Hot. Caliente. Don't do it. Write that down, LaRon. I'm going to give you a minute. Write down, don't do it. Resolve issues. Am I going too fast? Resolve issues. Do not check the temperature. Talk to Chaz. Now, one thing Chaz is good for is like, LaRon, talk to Chaz. He gets you on that calm down. LaRon, you would be so good if you could control your temper. And don't be wilding out, popping out, snapping out, bugging out. Spinning out, rolling out. What you be doing? Losing your cool. They want to know from Mika, I like this question. Why did you guys break up? And Mika said he was a cheating ass gamer, sitting on the video games all the time, being unfaithful. That sucks. And video game people can be addicted to I don't play video games. It's very frustrating when you're in a relationship with somebody who plays video games. to the point of not being able to balance shit. So was he just always sitting on your couch playing video games? LeBron said he's a gamer and he creates video games. LeBron be out from Tuesday to Sunday. So he's clearly not only playing video games. You can't be out every night and just be sitting around playing videos. He also lives by himself. Now, he did say if it's a new game coming out, he might call off from work to play the game. And I'm like, I mean, this man seems to be taking care of himself quite well. Where your boy Justin over here is not in the 100,000 bracket, I feel like, yeah, LeBron is rolling somewhere in the 100,000 bracket and exploring other things, trying to get the money up. LeBron, you know what you should do? You probably already are, but if you're not, you should go ahead and dabble in that whole club promoting thing. You seem like you want to be out there, doing parties, hosting parties and stuff. You should do that. Have some fun. Enjoy the thing and stop trying to be over here acting like you're ready to love because you're not. But that's okay. Play video game, get your paper. I'm not mad at that. She says she got kids and that she don't have time for all that. Right. It's not a match. So we don't know why he's here. He'd be a good little brother friend for your kids, play with sometimes. Let the Ron see what it's like to be around a kid and learn that you don't want to choke slam them. You want to find other ways, LeBron, to discipline the children. She explained to them what it's like dating, being a single mom, trying to date. You're not trying to be out here introducing your kids to everyone. You know what I mean? Which I agree. But I do think that if you have friends around, male friends around, Mika, that are not trying, they're all gonna be trying, but ones that you're not sleeping with, ones that are not people that you're pursuing a relationship with, that's healthy for you and your children. I mean, you over here calling and smiling at Justin, and Justin's saying all the right things, but he's trying to like smash. And I mean, if that's what you want to do, y'all grown, be careful because I feel like Mika, Justin will be the one to get you pregnant, and then you'd be mad at your damn self. Alonzo takes Patrice on a date. I mean, it's cute or whatever. Patrice, if you want to take this man to the bridge, take him to the bridge, girl. But he's still gonna be silly. So do what you got to do. I'd rather take him to the bridge at this point than William, because if you go to the bridge with William, you won't be able to get him off your couch. So we back at the ladies' lounge. Alonzo and Dominique is at the bottom. Alonzo is silly too much of the time. And we forgot that Dominique was even participating. Poor Maya. Maya is over here like, I forgot this guy was even part of the process. So me too, Maya, because he just shows up acting like he did something. We don't know what he did. He drove over there, at least, because he doesn't really like to drive to places. Ask Patrice. Have you ever heard such a thing? I mean, you live far. Well, then, okay. That means we're not a match, clearly. Vanessa had a little beat up with Alonzo and told him, listen, you only communicating with Patrice. So other girls is thinking like they don't have no type of connection with you. Yeah, because he came here ready to love and find somebody freaky. And y'all are over here trying to Patrice like it. Y'all don't like him. Patrice does. I don't understand. We don't kick off people that found love. I mean, I guess I don't know that she loves this guy, but Maya has a meet up with Dominique. Dominique's like, why am I here with Maya? I don't even know her. Yeah, she don't know you either. She forgot you were here. You use this lame excuse as I didn't reach out much because you were married to William and who else is she married to? Nobody really. She's yeah. I don't know what he's talking about. I think he like doesn't want to do much and get results because according to him, he thinks he pursued her much harder than she pursued him. Why would she be pursuing you, cowboy? You came in here talking about dropping 10 babies somewhere and then ain't pursuing nothing. I mean, I feel like you can't be that guy. You can't be that guy that's not going to do much, especially when your feet be dangling from the sofa. You're going to have to do a little more, not less. Anyway, they send Dominic home because why? He don't even go here. He don't come to work. He don't come on dates really. He's a plug-in, just like plug-in, what he called that girl plug and play. He's a plug and play, just like Alexis. Next week, we get to go in the vacation house. Getaway, whatever it is. We're going back over to that little getaway house. Looks like Chaz has his mouth on everything over there. So he holding hands, putting strawberries in his mouth. He doing the most. Then they got Vanessa over here looking like she looking, yeah, okay, I guess. Better you see it now. I told you in the first place to go on over there and entertain the gym teacher, but you ain't want to listen. You wanted to entertain Dominique. Now he's gone, and you're over to the guest house, visit vacation house, watching Chaz kiss everybody or whatever he's doing over there. Anyway, y'all, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I will be back after this with Love is Blind. Bye, y'all.